with a simple question. If you are selling marine services today, how do you know which vessel is going to need your service, when it is arriving, and who you should contact? Most marine sales teams are still using spreadsheets, vessel websites, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and manually searching for contacts. MariMail changes that. MariMail combines vessel intelligence, port intelligence, decision maker contacts, and AI powered email automation in one platform. The goal is simple: find the right vessel, find the right person, contact them at the right time, and turn that opportunity into a sale. Before I show you the platform, let me understand your sales process. Suppose you provide marine supplies, hold cleaning, ship agency, underwater services, repairs, or any other port related service. Normally, your sales team needs to answer 4 questions: which ships are coming? When are they arriving? Do they actually need my service? And who is the person I should contact? MariMail is designed to answer all 4. Let us start with something very simple. Port radar. This is where MariMail becomes different from a normal email automation tool. Instead of starting with an email list, we start with vessels and their movements. Here, we can see upcoming vessel arrivals sorted by ETA. For example, let us say my company provides hull cleaning services in Singapore. I do not want to send 10,000 random emails. I want to know which vessels are coming to Singapore, and more importantly, which of those vessels are potential customers. Now, I can define my target in natural language. For example, find bulk carriers arriving at Singapore within the next 7 days. Or show me tankers arriving at Fujairah that may require underwater hull cleaning. MariMail uses vessel intelligence to identify the relevant vessels. Now I have a targeted list instead of generic database. We can see information such as the vessel, vessel type, ETA, port, owner, manager, and relevant contacts. MariMail indexes over 120,000 vessels and covers 4,500 ports, giving marine sales teams a vessel-focused intelligence layer rather than a generic lead database. Finding the vessel is only half the problem. The next question is, who do I contact? A captain may not be the person purchasing the service. Depending on the service, we may need the fleet manager, technical superintendent, procurement manager, operations manager, commercial manager, ship manager, owner, or chartering manager. MariMail helps identify relevant contacts associated with the vessel company. So instead of manually searching Google, LinkedIn, and different databases, the sales team can work directly from the vessel and company context. Now comes the part where AI saves the sales team time. Imagine your salesperson has to write 50 vessel-specific emails every morning. That is not really sales, that is administration. MariMail can use the vessel, port, ETA, and contact context to create a relevant message. The message is short, relevant, and connected to an actual vessel movement. That is very different from a generic cold email. This is where MariMail becomes a real sales automation platform. Instead of sending the email immediately, we can connect the campaign to the vessel ETA. For example, 3 days before ETA, introduce your service and ask if you can assist. 1 day before ETA, follow up that you have a team available during their port stay. On arrival, send a quick note offering a quotation. MariMail supports multi-step sequences scheduled around precise ETA offsets, so your team does not have to remember schedules manually. MariMail handles the timing. You do not need to create a completely new email system. MariMail connects your existing Gmail, Outlook, or IMAP/SMTP inboxes. You can manage multiple inboxes with inbox rotation, warm-up, DNS health, sending controls, and A/B testing. Emails are sent directly through your connected mailboxes. Now let us look at what happens after we launch the campaign. MariMail tracks opens, clicks, replies, bounces, unsubscribes, and opportunities. And when a prospect replies, the sequence automatically pauses so your salesperson can take over the conversation seamlessly. We are helping marine companies move from wondering who to contact to knowing exactly which vessels are arriving, who the relevant contacts are, and when to reach them. Consider the return on investment. If one salesperson spends 3 hours every day searching for vessels and contacts, that is around 60 hours every month. MariMail automates that repetitive work, so your sales team can spend time doing what actually matters: talking to customers, quoting, negotiating, and closing. Can we identify